All right, my little art friends, an exciting tutorial today. Animation part 2. We're going to do a new type of animation. You don't have to draw all those little boxes. I'm going to show you how to use the timeline with a video timeline. So, to get started, I'm just going to do a new box here. And I'm just going to do, let's say, 700 pixels. 700. I'm going to do like 300 because I want it long and skinny. 72 for my DPI sounds just right, and create. Alright, I got it ready to go. Here it is. First thing we're going to do is we need to have an object to animate. So I'm going to make a new layer. So I'm just going to come down here and hit the little new layer. Got my layer 1. And on my little new layer, I'm just going to make a box. I'm going to get the rectangle marquee tool. I'm just going to draw a little box, a little square. And I'm just going to grab the gradient tool. I don't even care what color it is, that's fine. I'm just going to drag that. So I've got a little object, Control D to deselect, and there is my object on a layer. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my timeline. So I'm going to go to Window, I'm going to go to Timeline, and I'm just going to drag that right down here, slap it across. You need to see the whole thing. Cool. Okay, pull it up a little bit. Now, in the past, we've done create frame animation. So yours might actually say when it first comes up, create frame animation. You do not want that. We're going to do a new one. So click the little drop down and make sure it says create video timeline. Okay, I'm going to click that. Create video timeline. Then you're just going to click that button once it says create video timeline, and it gives you the timeline across here. This is your starting slider right here, the little blue thing, and it slides across the timeline from beginning to the end of time. That's really what you need to know. All right, we're ready to get started. Number one, most important, if you have an object that you drew or you stole off the internet, it can't animate because it's stupid. This box is dumb. It's a stupid, dumb box. But we can fix that. We can make it a smart object. How do you do that, Mr. Sands? Real simple. You just go up to Layer, and you'll see Smart Objects. And if you slide across, Convert to Smart Object. Now, I'm going to click that, and now I have a smart object. And you can tell because it looks different in the Layers palette. Remember to do that. If you don't do that, your animation won't work right. So you have to make it a smart object. Now, step 2. I'm going to come down here to the Layers palette on the timeline. And I got the little arrow there, and I'm going to click that, and that's going to open up this little menu here. What I want to do is I want to set a keyframe right at the beginning. And the way to do that is you just click this transform icon right there. And when you do, you'll see the little little diamond thing comes up, and it's right there. And that's setting my keyframe. That means I'm starting my animation right there. Now, I grab my little blue guy here, and I drag him across. This is step 3. We're almost done. You can go all the way across, you can stop at any point. I'm going to stop right there. That's where I'm setting my next keyframe. So my animation is going to work from here to here, and then it's going to stop. Well, on my first keyframe, I want my box all the way to the left. On my second keyframe, I want my box all the way to the right. So I'm just going to move it over there. Ta-da! We just created our first animation. We did, Mr. Sands? Yeah, check it out. I'll slide the little blue box back. I press play, and watch this. What? That's crazy. You don't have to draw all those little individual boxes. No, you don't. You just do this. It works so much better. That's so cool. Now you're going to notice right now it's going to go past. The box stops even though I've got more video to go. But that's because that's where I set that time frame, right? Now this is fun too. Just to show you a little bit more excitement to it because it's just moving. You can do anything to this box you want, really, basically, that you can do to any object. So for example, I can hit Control T and I can rotate the box, hit Enter on the keyboard. And now when I go back, not only will my box slide across, it'll spin. What? That's crazy. Who would ever have thought of such a thing? I know, it's insane. All right, that's how you do it, animation. Now, let's do one a little bit more complex. I'm not going to save that. Oh, look, a beach ball. We're going to use him. Stick him right here for a minute. Burr, burr, burr. File, New. I'm going to do the same size that I did before. 700 by 300, 300, resolution, 72. I'm just making a small little rectangle. Excuse me. All right, next. I'm going to open up, actually I think I've got it open up already. Oh, there it is. I stole this lovely landscape off the internet. And what I liked about it was really long. So I'm just going to click that open. It's much longer than my box and bigger than my box. I'm going to select all, copy it, and I'm going to paste it into my new box. I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to animate this. Like I said, it's much bigger, so I can move it across and there'll still be plenty of animation. So I'm going to move it all the way to the one side. I'm going to create my video timeline. You can see it in there. Now what's the thing we have to do? Step 1. We've got to make that landscape smart. It's stupid. It's a stupid landscape. Click Layer, click Smart Object, convert to Smart Object. Now it's a smart object. It looks different in my Layers palette. Alright, so it starts here. I'm just going to move all, oh wait, got step 2. Got ahead of myself there, right? Step 2, click that Layers palette and hit Transform. We've got to set that keyframe. If we don't do it, it's not going to work. Alright, now I can move my little timeline blue thingy all the way to the other side. And now I'm just going to slide to the left. Slide to the right. Oh, we're a little too far. Back up, oh. There we go. So now if I play it, my little landscape's gonna move like we're panning. Imagine you had a little walk cycle guy walking in there. That'd be cool. Okay, back to the beginning. Now we're gonna add another layer to this. So I got this beach ball. Stole it off the internet. It says background, so it's a layer. I want to take off that white. Can't do it if it's a background, so I just double click on the background, turning it into a layer. Now it's a layer. I can get rid of that white. I'm gonna come over here. Get my magic wand tool, I set my tolerance to 11, so that's white, and I want to make sure 32 would probably select the whole thing. That works nice. Hit backspace, transparent, nice. Control D to deselect, and I'm going to take that ball and just drop it over here on my landscape. Boom! Wow. Tide Pods. Okay. Close that. Don't need that anymore. Alright, so what's the first thing we have to do? Gotta turn it into a smart object. It's a dumb beach ball. So I go up to Layer, I go to Smart Object, convert to Smart Object. Now it's a smart object. It looks different in my Layers palette. Alright, I move him over here. I'm gonna set Layer 1. I don't need to do that anymore. It's in the way. I'm gonna open up Layer 2. Clicking on that. And I got this all the way to the right. I'm gonna hit Transform. And that's gonna set my keyframe. Now I can move my ball. Now, instead of going all the way to the right, I'm just going to go like a little bit, like maybe to here. And I'm going to take the beach ball and I'm going to make it like it moved up to there, like it floated up there. Let's see what happens when I play it. Yeah, it's cool. It's like floating in the sky. But you know what? If someone throws a beach ball, they don't just like throw it like straight. They, they put a little spin on it. So I'm going to hit Control T. I'm going to put a little spin on that ball. Hit Enter. So now when I watch it float, yeah, it's like spinning in the sky. Kind of slow. Probably could have done a little shorter. That's alright. Now, I'm going to move my little timeline guy ahead a little bit. And I bring my beach ball down. Like it's hitting the ground right there. Boom! Again, Control T because I want to keep it rotating. Now it's going to be cool. It's going to go up. Gets to that timeline keyframe right there. Moves down a little quicker. Now it's going to be fun. I'll move it just a little bit. Put it up just a little bit. Hit Control T, transform, get a little rotate. Move it ahead a little bit. Bring it down and make it like it's bouncing. Control T, spin it around a little bit more. Hit Enter. Go a little bit further. Now you get the idea, so I'm just going to keep going. Go up. Hit Control T, you want to keep it rotating. Hit Enter. Move it up a little further. Come back down. Control T. You want to keep it rotating. Hit Enter. Move it over a little further. And we're just going to take it off the page. Because whatever. Get off, I say. Get off. Control T. Get that last little bit of spin. Hit Enter. Now let's go all the way back to the beginning and see what happens. It's going to be exciting. It's like in slow motion. No, my beach ball. Come back. Boom, boom, boom. Whoa, beach ball. Right, you get the idea. All right, kiddies. You go ahead and make yourself an animation. I want you to try to do at least a 2-layer animation today. You can do a background and a beach ball. You can do whatever you want. You don't got to do a beach ball. You just do your own little crazy animation. Have some fun with it. Show me what you got. Send it to me in an email when you're done. Sans at PC Swan, because we can't post these animations to the Seesaw. It's very sad. I know you're sad about that. So make sure you email them to me when you're done. All right, that's it.